Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. It's Christy from Funky Junk Inspirations. If you're watching this part, you're probably on replay. So make sure you say hashtag replay so that I can say thank you for watching. So I'm just kind of getting my background ready to go here. Oops, got a little something on my board. Today we are with Take 5. Wednesdays with our friends at Take 5. If you don't belong to that group, make sure you join that group. All that kind of fun stuff. Let's get a banner put up here. Ba-ba-da. So, there we go. Let's put that one up there. If you'd like to join my Telegram to get notifications on when I am going live, do exclamation point Telegram, and that will, hey, Mary, that will give you the link to sign up for my Telegram. Okay, if you'd like to be notified by Facebook, exclamation point notify, and that should notify you on when I am coming live through Facebook. But we know how reliable that is, right? Just kidding. Just kidding, Mr. Facebook. Just kidding. All right, you guys. Today is Wednesday with Take 5. I am the last presenter for the day. So if you're watching in the Take 5 group, I will be it. But I'm sure there will be lots of other things shared in there this afternoon. All of our presenters share in their lives when they go live on their page. So the Take 5 group always has something fun and exciting going on. So thank you. Make sure that you guys, I don't even know if I combed my hair, to be quite honest. Anyway, make sure that you go join that group. It's just Take 5. There are lots of presenters in there that share all kinds of fun stuff. So it's 3 o'clock, so I'm going to get ready. You guys, I know we're done with Christmas, right? We're done. Well, almost done. There is one more thing that I wanted to make, and I wanted to make this round and make it a gingerbread face. And I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to freehand a lot of this on here. I'm going to use my stencils over here for a couple things, but most all the rest, I'm just going to freehand it, and we're going to make us a cute little gingerbread round. The other thing I pulled out is I've been dying to use this napkin, and I have yet to use it. So I think I might put that right inside of here if we get time. So the other thing I love about this napkin is the other panels is like a coffee shop. Isn't that cute? I don't know. Maybe we'll use one of them. I have so many things still that I want to do that I haven't gotten done. So what I did was I put brown on this side right here. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here because I want this part over here to be white. Now, I'm going to be using my paint markers and things like that. So if I don't get perfectly straight lines, it's okay because, like I said, I'm going to be using my paint markers and stuff too. So, yes, welcome everyone. I love coffee. I love coffee too. So I'm just going to get some white on here, right over here. And then we're going to just kind of let that dry a little bit. And like I said, if I get a little mixed up, it's all right because we will make the lines better with our paint markers. I just said that like 6 times, you guys. I don't know. There's a little bit of something in my paint. Let me slide them off and wipe them on that paper towel. Now look, my thing moved. See, it made a mess. That's okay. It's all right. We'll fix it when we get there. I'm just going to go right along here because I don't want a lump of paint. Since I already messed it up, no big deal. No big deal. My tape wasn't sticky enough. This was still probably a little wet and my tape wasn't sticky enough. Now, you guys, while I have my white paint out, I'm going to go ahead, and paint the inside of this. so that if we have time to put that napkin on, I've already got it painted and it's dry. Okay, this paint is almost gone, but never fear, I have another one here. Oh, you can only have one coffee. Yeah, I only do 1 cup of coffee, and it's not really coffee. My husband will tell you it's not really coffee. I drink caramel, the green. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of what the name of the brand is now. Green Mountain, I think. Hold on a second. My puppy has something. She has a piece of tape. Anyway, and I use the caramel vanilla, and then I put French vanilla creamer in there. Now, you guys, if my dog barks here in a second, it's because my granddaughter just got home. I can hear the bus, and it's funny how I can always tell when she's about home because Penelope jumps up and starts, looking at the door. And then usually about 30 seconds later, you hear the bus coming. Isn't that amazing how animals can hear and they know the sounds of that? Because she doesn't always ride the bus. Most of the time, my oldest granddaughter brings her home or goes and gets her from school. But here lately, she's been riding the bus. I let those two figure that out all on their own. Grandma doesn't get involved in that kind of thing. All I ask is that she makes sure she gets to school. But the after school, because my oldest granddaughter is in the career center, so she doesn't always go till the end of the day. So a lot of times she's home, and like this week she's been getting home about 1 o'clock because it's finals week and they don't have a lot going on. But yep, I just heard her come in, so there she is to get Penelope. She's talking about you. Yeah, I was talking about you.
What?
I was saying how Penelope might bark here in a minute because you were just getting home from school.
I had my AirPods in. I was walking to get back up, to get at the door. And my AirPod fell out, and I was just outside for maybe 5-10 minutes trying to find it. I found it, but...
Oh my goodness. That's terrible. All right.
I literally almost died.
You almost died? I don't think you almost died, but you almost panicked, I bet. Okay. So I want to put stripes over here. That's not completely dry. I'm going to dry that a little bit more. Just like this right here. Okay, so I'm going to put stripes here. So it kind of looks like a candy cane over here to the side. Now, you guys, I have a smaller stripe. I used it the other day. And it's downstairs because I took it downstairs to clean it, and it's sitting in the laundry room where I cleaned it, and I didn't bring it back up here, so I just grabbed the big one. But we can use the big one. Now, see, I kind of want a line here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this as my line. I'm just going to come right over to about right in here. Okay. Just kind of like that. And like I said, we're not going to make a big fuss if it's not in the exact spots that it should be, because I got my paint markers out, and we will fix that there. Now I'm taping that. If you guys watch me, you know I don't normally tape my stuff. I need a paper plate. But I don't normally tape my stuff, so that's unusual for me. But I'm going to tape it because I want to keep that line kind of crisp. I don't want to go too crazy with it, So I'm just going to grab this flag red here. It's almost empty. So we're going to use it up. Maybe if I can get some out. You know what? That's going in the trash. There's still plenty of that white. Let's open this red here. It's called Real Red. I didn't have another. Now look, I just turn and twist and get that off. Okay, here. The kitties will be waiting in the window. Our cat used to do that. She would stick her head. We have one of those 2-inch blinds, you know, like the faux wood blinds. And she would stick her head through the crack of that and watch us as we were coming out. Or I should say, as we were coming up. Yes, I appreciate all of you guys being here. And like I said, I encourage you to go join Take 5 if you're not already a member. Okay, so I'm just getting paint on my brush, and I'm covering my whole plate with red because that's what I do. Okay, you want to make sure, and I'm using apple barrel paint, and apple barrel paint is very thin. So you want to make sure that you really get it off. And this is gloss. I didn't mean to grab gloss, but that's okay. Okay, and so I want to really make sure my brush is dry. Okay, that helps with your bleed through. Now see how these are all falling because of the nature of the stripes in this stencil. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this board right here. And I'm going to put it, because it's probably pretty close to the same side. I don't want to paint on it, but just kind of help pull up my stencil over here so it's not drooping. It's still drooping, but not quite as bad. Now I'm going to go, and I'm going to go with the stripe, okay, so that I try not to move my the little bridges around too much. Okay, normally I go in a circular motion, but here I'm just going to go back and forth. And you'll notice that it's not putting a lot of paint down because I don't have a lot on my brush. But we would rather do multiple layers than to get a whole bunch of paint on here at one time, and then that also causes a lot of bleed through. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm just going to go in here where I offloaded. I'm not going to grab more paint. I'm just going to go over here where I offloaded. And I'm just going to go again, okay? And it'll get it brighter red. And if you can see, my little bridges and stuff are still moving around. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit. But we're just going to go right along here and get some on there. Now, I have seen where people have taken like a roller, one of the little sponge rollers, and gone across these. I've never tried the sponge roller with the stencil. I have done the makeup wedges. You know, the makeup wedges might be good for these loose stripes like this. But I'm not worried about making sure that this is like a bright red. You know, a little faint to it is good for me. You guys know I like that look. Okay, see that? I like that. I like it to look a little bit faded. I'll hold it up so you can see it a little better. See that? I like that look there. And you can see that like some of my thinner ones, see right here? I moved that and it got paint. It's not as crisp as like this one. You see that? But look, do you see it when it's down here? No, you don't. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another round I've got back here. Okay, and I'm going to come right over here and about right there. About right there. I'm going to take a pencil. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Take this one. See if this shows up. And I'm just going to go right along here like this. Whoops. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this in here a darker brown. Okay, I think this will work. I just don't want it to look awkward, but I think it's going to work. Okay. Now, what I meant to do was paint, yeah, I wanted a darker brown over there. So I did it a little backwards to what I was originally wanting to do. Now, this color of paint is just real brown, okay? And then I'm going to put burnt umber on here, okay? I just want it to be darker over here. Oops. This guy might be dried up. Might be dried up. Yeah, we're just going to toss it. I got plenty. No need. No need. Oh, this one's already open. Shake it up. Okay. I'm just going to put a little paint over here on my table. Don't want to use that brush. Let's use this brush right here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I just want it to be a little bit darker over here because this is where his face is going to be. Okay, and again, I'm not worrying if I'm off a little bit on the round part. But right now, I'm just going to kind of go right along that pencil mark. Now, I want to make this perfectly clear. I did not come up with this design. I seen this design on someone else's. And I was like, that is absolutely adorable. I need to do it. So I saw it on Pinterest. And I don't remember whose page that I seen it on, but I'm putting the disclaimer out there. This is not my idea. I think they had the round candy, you know, like the peppermint candy, instead of the stripes right there. And I actually think it was probably a pattern that you could buy to do it, but we're just going to freehand it. You know, let's just see what happens. Because if we don't like it, we can always do something else with this board. It's not life or death. Definitely not life or death. Okay. So we're just kind of playing. Painting relaxes me. So that's kind of why I just wanted to do something. Just painting, just stenciling, something just to relax because I don't know about you guys. It's stressful right now, trying to make sure we have the presents. We have the presents wrapped. We have the meals planned. We have the who's going where and when and how we're getting there and figuring out timing. You know, we've got my husband's families on Christmas Eve. And then we go over to my mom's Christmas night. My entire family, which is, I'm an only child, so it's my mom and my 2 daughters, and then my 3 grandkids. They always come out Christmas morning and watch the big girls open their presents and stuff. But they always come out, so we do a little bit of, quote unquote, my little family Christmas morning. And then we always go to my mom's on Christmas night. And we open our presents for my mom, and we have just a little dinner. She usually fixes, I don't know, last year I think we had ham, maybe. I don't remember. But we fix food. Sometimes we play a game and that kind of stuff, you know. So that's what we do. But now the teenage girls have boyfriends. And like my youngest granddaughter, she wants to go over on Christmas Eve because her boyfriend actually lives with his grandma too, and his mom's coming and his aunt. She's never met his aunt, and he kind of wants her to come over for that. But I'm not sure if we'll be able to swing that for sure or not because going over to my husband's families, and they live about an hour from us. So, you know, there's all that. Got to wrap the presents still. I've still got presents I got to go buy. All the things. Yes, the dress arrived on time, and she looked absolutely adorable in it, I have to say. Absolutely adorable in it. Both girls looked beautiful. I did post it on my personal page. I don't think I put it on my Funky Junk page. Excuse me, you guys. But I can do that for sure. For sure. Okay, you guys, here comes the fun part. Now, what I like to do is I draw it on here with the pencil. Just so that I can see, so I don't have something way out of proportion or something like that, or to look, too goofy. Don't want to look too goofy, So I just want to get that dry. Okay, so I'm going to take my pencil, all right, and let's see. I'm thinking the nose about right here. Now it's just going to be his side face, okay? So we're gonna do his nose, and I'm not trying to be perfect. This is a real good pencil. See that? Here's one of my other ones. There's a better one. That one at least is sharp all the way around. So right about in the middle, about here, let's do his nose. And I want his nose to be bright red. Right here, we're going to do the nose. Okay. And then I need to do an eye, and I want to do a nice big eye. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of do a big old oval for the eye. Right like that. Okay. Now my eye's going to have some eyelashes back here. Like that. And of course we need an eyebrow of some sort. All right. And then her smile is going to come about right here up. Okay. And of course we're going to need one of those. And then of course maybe like around here of some pink. Just kind of like that. Okay, these pencil marks will erase, so I can just paint over. So like I said, I'm not making a big, huge fuss. And then, of course, around here, we kind of need like zigzags. You know what I mean? So that it kind of looks like. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but I can see it. You can't see it. So let's get started here. So let's take our red and let's get our red nose done here real quick right here. And again, I'm not worrying about getting it exact because I'm going to take my paint markers and make it look really cute and whimsical with that. So just kind of playing here, you guys. Just kind of playing. Howdy, Lois. Howdy. The pictures were beautiful. Yeah, my oldest granddaughter, she she's too cool for us. God love her. She's way too cool for us. Well, she didn't go to the dance with her boyfriend. Her and her girlfriends went, which, I think is completely admirable. I think there was like 4 of them. And they just went with friends rather than dragging the boys along. So they all went and got dressed together and went to Taku and ate and did all the, fun little things like that. So I didn't get like a whole bunch of pictures of her. Whereas Lily, I got a few more pictures. Now, I'm going to open up this white paint. Again, it's Apple Barrel, but it's what I have and I want to use it up. So let's do the white for the eye. Hopefully it is, I don't like how flimsy that is. I want a little, okay, see what I mean? These are long bristles here, and they're super flimsy. So when I'm pushing out, this would be good for like our polka dots when we start doing our polka dots. I just personally like a little bit shorter of bristles, and this paintbrush is probably way too big for this. But here we go. Here we go. It is. It's way too big. Can't do it. Can't do it. Way too big. Let's get down little like this. Way too big there. Okay, now, I just stuck my finger in the red. Now, when you're doing this, when you do your edges, a lot of times you'll leave a little bump of paint. And I try real hard not to do that because I don't want to have that ridge there. So sometimes I try real hard to go back over the edge just so that I don't have a little ridge of paint. Like, see how that's like right there? There's a little bit of a ridge there. I kind of want that to go away. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of go right along here. And like I said, we're going to use the paint markers to outline everything. So it's going to be okay if it's a little, not a real good oval. All right. Now I want his eye to be, or her eye, his eye, whatever it may be. I want it to be kind of bright white. So we might have to come back over this again because I am painting over the brown. All right. But here we go. See, let's get down here. Just like that. Cute. So see, do you see his face coming along here? I think so. I think so. Let's get some pink, and let's do some pink along here. Kind of like in the his you know, like the blush, like he's blushing right there. Okay. So I'm just going to start going in a circle like this, and then we'll make it round after we get it all on here. I'm going a little crazy there. Got to slow down a little bit. But that's okay. I find painting relaxing. Painting, stenciling, crafting in general, I find relaxing as long as I know what I'm doing. Not really know what I'm doing, but when I'm learning something new, you know, it's a little more intense. You know, like say, like paint pouring, like Jeannie does. You know, I've got all the stuff to do it. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to be nervous because it's going to be the first time I'm doing it, you know. And then my mom's got these Christmas trees, these glass Christmas trees that she's wanting to do. She bought kits for that you use epoxy on, and I haven't used epoxy before, so I'm a little nervous about that. But stuff that I've like tried before or something, you know, usually it's not too bad. Okay. All right. So let's stop right there with those. Now I'm going to pull up. I'm going to sit these over here for right now. Good enough. I'm going to grab my paint markers here. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come right over here, and we are going to find red. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my straight edge right here, just like this. I'm just going to lay it right along there. My granddaughter went to the Dance with Friends too. I'm glad they're doing that. You know, yeah, you don't have to have a date. Yeah, that's exactly right. You don't have to. Sometimes boys are more of a hassle than they're worth, right? Okay, so we're just going to, well, you can see what I'm doing. I don't need to tell you. I'm drawing a line. Okay. Let's see how that just made that. Boop, it's done. Now, I shouldn't have done that quite yet because I think I want to put some polka dots here. But we'll see. We will see. Let's go ahead and let's dry. Like right along here, I kind of want to do a brown. All right. Now you're going to say, well, how are you going to do that and kind of get it round? Well, I'm going to figure out what I did with that other round board. Okay. Now, if I get paint, let's make sure this is dry. Let's make sure these are dry. Hi, Monica. How are you, girl? Hello, hello. So, I'm going to kind of lay this on here like this. Okay, now you could use a paper plate. You could use what you've got, you know. Don't, you know, use whatever you have. We're just going to go right along here. Again, I should have waited and done the polka dots first. But see how that just kind of makes it look, even though it was a little sloppy at first, it just kind of makes it look finished type of thing. Okay, so now let's grab a black one. Here's white and here's black. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my black one right here. All right, and first thing I'm going to do is we're going to work on this eye. And I'm just going to kind of outline it. I really, honestly, just want one trip around. I don't want it to be super thick. Okay. Right there is where there's some of those lumps. And so it's not going on real well. Right there. definitely can fix that when we're done. We'll just leave it alone for right this minute. Okay, so we have that. Now let's do our eyelashes. Right here. Okay, we got a couple little eyelashes there. Now let's do an eyebrow. I know you're saying gingerbread men don't have eyebrows. Well, mine does. Mine has a very nice little eyebrow there. All right. So now let's go right here. Let's do the mouth. And we're going to go right up into the pink. And we're going to do our little piece there to make it look like he's smiling. Okay. Not perfect by any means, but it looks kind of cute. I'm going to double this along here just to make it look a little thicker. Just like that. Right there. Okay. Craziness, isn't it? Craziness. Okay, let's put this down. Now let's do I'm going to go outline his nose too. Wasn't going to, but I think I'm going to. Let's just do an outline of his nose here. I think it just adds a little something. Like that. And then, of course, we need a highlight on his nose. I don't think this white one has been opened before. This one has. It's got kind of a red end on it, but that's all right. I'm going to put a little highlight right here. Just so it kind of looks like his nose is bright. Okay. So here comes the fun part. Now I'm going to use my paint marker. Okay. And I want to put a circle for his eye. Now, I stink you're making cookies. Ooh, that sounds good. Yes, they do. They make everything easier, the paint pens. So I kind of, you know what, I'm nervous, you guys, because I'm not real good with eyeballs. I'm just going to kind of go kind of like about like this, I'm thinking. Okay. So we're just going to put some paint in here. If my face was on camera, you'd see my tongue is sticking out. Trying to concentrate. We're going to let this dry real good because then we need to put a little white dot about right there. I'm thinking. I remember from memory. Now we might want to go over that with paint. I don't know. We'll see. See, I got a lot of paint coming out of my black marker there. Just to even it out a little bit, just like that. Now see how this is white right here. So I'm just going to kind of go over it again. That, and it took that white off. Okay, so see where we are so far? Not perfect. Not perfect by any means, but I think it looks kind of cute. Actually, I think I want to make this a little bit bigger. I think I want to come clear out here. Like this, maybe. I might have just messed it all up. I might have. I just feel like that needs to be a little bit bigger in there. Now we'll let that dry and might have to put another coat on there. But we'll see. Okay? Cute, cute, cute so far. All right, so now we need to make some little squigglies. Little squigglies. Okay? So I kind of want to go I'm just going to kind of go, ooh. Okay, and then from here we'll go, oh, I don't know, about like this here. See, that makes him kind of look, now you know it's a gingerbread, right? You know that that is for sure a gingerbread. You like that so far? I kind of do. And my eye is not perfectly round, but that's all right. And then my pink there, I wonder if I wonder what this would look like. I have this color of pink. Ooh, I have a light pink here. Look at that. I've probably never used it. Nope. So let's shake it up real good. Bacon cookies. You know, the last 3 or 4 nights, I've had to make batches of puppy chow. My grandkids love my puppy chow. And, you know, they've been wanting to take them for their little parties for their classrooms. Yeah, they are in high school, but they still do little parties. They have a class called Face to Face that is like a study hall, homeroom type of class. So we had to make them for those. And then one of them had a Spanish class that they wanted to make some for. And then my oldest granddaughter wanted to make buffalo chicken dip for one of her classes. Well, she got her days messed up. I don't know how she did it. But that was supposed to happen today, and it didn't because she took puppy chow today, or Muddy Buddies, if you don't call them puppy chow. So she took that today, and it should have been the buffalo chicken. Well, you know, it's like, well, for the other class, we'll take the buffalo chicken. Well, the bad thing about that is the other class that she needed to take something for, it was first thing in the morning. So I don't know that anybody would want to eat buffalo chicken at 8 o'clock in the morning, but they might. Okay, so now kind of what I want to do is I want to just kind of I wanted to put Merry Christmas on here. I really should use a stencil to do it, but I don't think I have one right here. Let me see if I have one right here that says Merry Christmas or something close to it on there. Because I'm nervous to do, you know, to put Merry Christmas there with my handwriting. What do you guys think? Yeah, it does give the gingerbread feel, doesn't it? I was kind of thinking maybe some polka dots. So let's grab some of this right here. Just thinking maybe some polka dots in there. Now, polka dots. I have these things right here. These little guys. Thought I had a small one. Hold on, let me keep feeling in here. It probably fell to the bottom. There's a smaller one. Its little ends come out. Let me shove that back up in there. Just like that. So what I was kind of thinking was to put some of this on here. Tap it off and just kind of put some polka dots. Maybe 2 sizes, maybe not 2 sizes. I don't know. Concentrating, ladies. I'm concentrating. So maybe we won't put the words on there. I don't know yet. What do you guys think? Pop a white highlight in his eye. Yeah, I'm waiting on that black to dry. It's still pretty darn wet over there. Most definitely needs some highlight in his eye. That is for sure. Now I'm gonna do Now see, I went a little crazy. Started going nuts over here. That's okay. We're going to just fill this in. We're just going to make this super polka dottedy. Polka dottedy. Is that a word? Super polka dottedy. We're just going to go. I wasn't going to do it that many polka dots, but hey, I was going to do different sizes, but this works. We're going to leave that alone. Leave that alone. I'm going to drop that in my water right there. Okay, so I'm going to dry this a little bit more because that black is still a little bit wet right there. And I've got little squigglies on here, but that's okay. Okay, I'm still trying to decide if I want to write Merry Christmas on there. I should have grabbed a stencil, and that would have just took all the anxiousness out of here. Off of me here. So let's get that dry. I think it turned out kind of cute. Kind of free-handed-y right there. Okay. So okay, I'm going to take the white right here. Make sure I got it rolled out there. And I think I'm going to put the little white dot right here. Had a lot of paint rolling out of that. Does that look better? I think he's looking at you. He is looking at you, Monica. He's watching you bake those cookies. He's saying, you think it's fine without the words? I'm kind of thinking so too. I'm panicking here. When I was deciding to do this, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to write Christmas and then put Mary down like that. But you know what? I think, thank you, Melanie, for giving me permission not to put the words on there. I'm such a chicken. But I think that looks kind of cute. Just a fun little, you know, a little round. We could put, you know, some, make a bow if we wanted to. I'm not a bow person, so I don't normally do bows on things. But the one thing I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do what I always do. That's blue. Let's don't do blue. Let's get the black out here. Oh, and I'm going to take my stencil brush. I'm going to put a little bit of black paint on it. I'm going to work it in there because I want it fairly dry. All right, where did my... Just going to kind of wipe it off there. And of course, I'm going to go along here and I'm going to kind of frame it in a little bit just so it just makes it draws your eye to his face and stuff. Okay. Because you know we like to do that around here. And I'm using black because I don't know, I just decided to use black, to be honest. I don't have a reason, to be honest with you. I'm just going to do black. Okay. How are we doing on time? Oh, we got plenty of time. We're doing good. So I think this turned out kind of cute. Now I could go in and make my polka dots a little bit better if I wanted to. Or I could just leave the stinking thing alone. That's what I get in trouble. Sometimes I start messing with things and I make them ugly. You know, it's like, just leave it alone. Leave it alone. But see how that just kind of drew it into the center. But I think he looks kind of cute like that. What do you guys think? Yeah, just a decoration in your kitchen. You could put, you know what you could do is, I have some ribbon. I'm going to show it to you. Hold on. Show it to you real quick here. Actually, either one of these ribbons would be cute. Either one of these would be cute. But what I was thinking, let me put this stuff so I don't get paint all over everything. I got lots of paintbrushes dirty. That's always fun, right? Okay, so I got that stuff out of the way. But I was thinking even to take this ribbon here, not necessarily make a bow, but I could put this round on this ribbon like this. You see what I mean? And have it kind of hang down the center and then hang it like on my cabinet. You know what I mean? Let me shut that banner off. But see, we could hang that just over the cabinet door. And then that adds a little more festiveness to that if you wanted to. I might do that. You know, because obviously I'm not going to take this over and put in my booth. It's too late in the year, all that. So I'm going to probably hang this in my kitchen. So there is that right there. So we got that cute little guy done right there. I think he turned out pretty cute. Pretty cute. Now, like I said, if I wanted to, I could put Merry Christmas on there with something, you know, with some stencils or something like that. So let's put this beautiful napkin in the center here. Okay, I'm going to put him inside of here. I just think that adds a little dimension. Then we're going to do some red out here and maybe antique it up a little bit. So I'm just going to now you guys know me. I don't like to do straight edge. Okay. So I'm going to take this napkin. All right, and I'm going to cut it, and then we're going to make it have a rough edge on it. So I'm going to cut it because I don't want to mess up these other panels in any way because, you know, what I do is I take all my napkins, all my Christmas napkins, and I pack them away with my Christmas decorations. Now, I did that this year, and so then I was a little late because we don't normally put our tree up till after Thanksgiving. So a lot of my ribbon and my napkins was in with my Christmas decorations. Well, we hadn't got them down yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a separate box with my craft stuff in, like napkins and ribbons, you know, and things that I didn't get made that I wanted to get made. Any type of, like a wood cutout or anything like that. I'm going to put that, I'm going to store it with my Christmas decorations, but I'm going to put it towards the front to where I can go get it, you know, the first part of November, so we can start on this stuff. But then it's not sitting in my craft room because I'm not going to use a Santa napkin in April. It's just not going to happen, you know, so there's no reason for it to take up room in here. So that's what I usually do. Ooh, glitter glue on the cheeks. Melanie, we might have to do that. So I'm going to just go right along here, and I'm just barely getting this edge wet. Okay. I just want it to look, I don't want it to look straight across. Okay. And I'm going to take my pencil eraser, and I'm just going to kind of get me a little edge here. I don't want to take a bunch off because this doesn't quite fit in that round or in that square, but I don't want the straight edge. That's why I'm using the eraser. It's a little bit easier to control what you're tearing off with the pencil eraser, I think, in my opinion. Okay, so see how that looks a little scruffily? That's the look that I like to go for. Okay, so just give me a second of doing this right here. I might have to get the glitter out. Melanie, you ding dong. You guys, if you are looking for some glitter, I'm going to give a little plug here for Miss Nicole. She has some beautiful glitter on her page that she is now selling. So make sure she is part of our Take 5 presenters. She's not coming on today. Today our little event was kind of short, but that's okay. But go check the glitter out that she has. You can find her page and all that. My mind is blank Sparkle Junkies by Nicole. My mind is completely blank. I think it's Sparkle Junkies is her page. But if you're looking for some glitter, go check out her glitter. It's beautiful, sparkly. Love it. Love it. So while I'm doing this, I can talk to you guys about, you just have a couple more days that if you would like to join our VIP group, you can, if you pay for the full year, you get 2 months for free. Okay, and the way our 5-star VIP group works is it's us 4 from the Take 5 group. It's me, Melanie from Painting Crafty, it's Mary from the Painted Peach, it's Miss Jeannie from Jeannie's Palette, and we each take turns. We each take a week a month, and we do something in the group. So you're not just getting 1 creator, you are getting 4. This goes a little faster. Not the same look, but a little bit faster. I'm just going to... But you get 4 creators, and we give you a supply list. Not every time, but most of the time we give you a little supply list. We do fun things. We do swaps. We do all kinds of fun things in there. If you are interested in that, let me know, and I can get you the information. Isn't that going to be pretty? So pretty. But you can get 2 months free. Nicole Sparkle Junkie. I was right, Sparkle Junkie. My mind just went, as I started talking about her glitter, my mind went completely blank, which happens all the time. Happens all the time. Okay, I like to use the Liquitex, and I put a ton of it on here. That's okay. Liquitex is a little bit thinner than Mod Podge. I think it's a little bit easier to work with. And I put way too much on, so I'm going to kind of wipe my brush, get some of that off of there, being wasteful. But I do like the Liquitex better than Mod Podge. Now, I'm going to say this. One of my goals for this year is, my goal for the last 2 years is to use up a lot of the paint that I have. And I've done very well at that. But I'm also going to use craft supplies. I'm not going to go buy craft supplies, and I'm going to start getting some of this stuff used up. For example, I probably have 12 Mod Podge bottles, all different kinds, fabric, glitter, antiquing, all that. We're going to start using that stuff up because it's just taking up space in here, and I want to be a little more organized, with things. So anyway, that's the idea. Okay, so now I'm very gently pushing down on this. I don't want to push real hard because I will rip my napkin. Now, if I do rip my napkin, it's okay. It's fixable. Not a big deal. Okay, but then what I like to do is I like to take a chippy brush and I just pounce that down into my whatever I use, my Liquitex medium, my Mod Podge, or whatever. I'm using this because if I push it down real hard with my finger, I get it on my finger, and then I'm going to rip my paper or my napkin or whatever. So I just use my little pouncing brush right here because, it's a napkin, so the glue is coming through. Okay, so you don't want it to get on your fingers, basically is what I'm trying to say. Okay, isn't that pretty? Now look, I put that a little bit off center. It's a little bit to that side, a little bit, but I'm not going to make a big deal. Doesn't matter to me. I didn't even look at that. I'm a little bit off. But that's okay because now we can play a little bit. All right, I'm going to take this red that I already have out here. All right, and I'm just going to get me a little brush. Should I use the brush I had out? Let's see. Let's use this brush. It's not really little, but it's smaller. I didn't mean to hit my camera. Right here. And what I'm going to do is I want to do this part of it red. Okay. Oh, I was going to leave the inside white, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that now because I think I'm going to go down in here. I painted it all white. I think I'm going to do it red because I think I'm going to come right up and just go right up to my napkin there, since I don't have it in there straight. Now this red is super red, and my napkin's kind of a little bit different color of a red, plus I'm going over the white, so that's making it extra bright. But we'll antique it up a little bit and dull it down, I guess is the word I'm looking for, before we're all done here. Okay, so see, that'll just kind of, so it's not like, oh, look, it's crooked. Okay, it'll look a little more, and from now, look, my white paint, I had a big, oh, that's probably not paint, it's probably my my glue that I used. But anyway, I'm just going to go right along here, and I'm just going to kind of dab in here. I'm not like putting paint strokes. I'm just kind of covering it with, you know, so it has just a little, looks like it has a little bit of texture here. Okay, so that white doesn't, like I said, that white really makes that stick out that it's crooked. Okay. See what I mean? Everything is fixable. We don't sweat the small stuff. Let's see how that, now it's not like so noticeable. So noticeable. Now what would be cute with this too is to put stripes all along this outside edge here. That would be really cute to put like candy cane stripes. So, or polka dots, or you know, anything like that would be cute to put along there. Okay, and like I said, I was going to leave it white in there, but I think this is going to be a little bit cuter. Doo-doo-doo. See that? Yes, that is for sure, Miss Mary. She just said the 5-star VIP group is a great way to just have a little bit of fun time to yourself. You know, we all need to take a break once in a while. And you know, what's wrong? There's absolutely nothing wrong with taking an hour a week and just creating, you know, just go in your craft space or wherever it may be and just create, you know. And a lot of times we have little chit chats. We do craft and chat sometimes where we're all on camera, and you can come on camera and just do whatever project that you're working on, you haven't got done. We kind of do that sometimes. So it's just a fun place to just release some of your creativity. So yes, Miss Lily.
Okay, so one.
Is it real important? Because I've got like 4 minutes. I think you can wait, okay?
Tell Penelope.
You're not like bleeding or anything like that.
Penelope might die.
She's not going to die. Let me finish my live, okay, honey? Thank you. Life or death for a teenager.
She has a spot on her.
It's something that can wait. The dog has a spot on her. It's probably mud, you guys. It's probably what it is. So I'm just kind of going along my outside edges here. You guys, we got about 3 minutes here just to kind of finish this off. I'm not going to put the red on this side over here because I kind of was thinking about making this sign, put like a winter thing or something on there so I could just flip it around. I don't know though. Or I was thinking about the cocoa, the other napkin, and putting it on this other side with the cocoa stuff, the hot chocolate and that kind of thing, because we can leave some of that stuff out, you know, through January because of winter themed or whatever. But we'll see. Or I might just leave it alone. But usually my backs on my projects, I do try to make them double-sided because I think that's nice to have them, double-sided. That way you can use both sides of it. I mean, it's a whole nother canvas right there. Okay, but see, that turned out kind of cute, and me and you guys know that it's crooked, or it's slid over to one side, but other people aren't going to notice that. And what I'm going to do when that dries a little bit is I'm going to add just a little bit of, maybe some of this on here. Uh-oh. What is happening? What is happening? There we go. Some of my Valspar antiquing glaze when that gets dry, and that will antique this up a little bit, and then that will make it even look better, even better from there. But I've got to get the paint dry first because I've got like 2 minutes. I would love it if you would join Take 5 VIP. It's a lot of fun. If you don't belong to our free group, Take 5, make sure you check that out. We'll all be back on Friday. We don't do themes or anything like that, so it's usually crafter's choice. That may change after the first year. We might do some fun things because we do have lots of fun ideas coming up. And I know in January, you guys, I think we're going to do a couple days of just organizing some spots and some spaces in our craft rooms and in our life to help us, relax and things and not feel so overwhelmed with clutter. I think we're going to do some fun things like that. So make sure you stay tuned to that. And there's nobody else after me. So this is it. This is it for today. You guys, we're all super duper busy this time of year. Now I've got a little sponge here. I know it's 4 o'clock, but I'm just going to show you guys real quick what this is going to look like when I put this on here. Okay, see how it's still red, but it just kind of grunges it up. Ooh, I just stuck my finger in something. Okay, we're just going to go right along here, just like this. Okay, and then that just kind of makes it look a little not so bright red. And I'm going to do it down inside there too. Okay, so see how that makes that look a little bit better. Like that. Kind of match a little bit better. We did that, and we did our gingerbread round right here. You guys, have a great rest of your day and even better tomorrow. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.